Hi friends, welcome to English Study Point. Today in this video lecture, I am going to discuss another important question, previous year question related to a topic titled as Retellings in Comparative Literature. So here is the question, discuss retellings in the context of comparative literature. Here is the answer. Retellings play a significant role in comparative literature as it offers fresh perspectives. Fresh means new type of perspectives on classical narratives and allowing for cultural and contextual reinterpretations. This means retellings are important in studying literature from different cultures, and also they provide new ways to view old stories. This helps to reinterpret stories based on different cultures and situations. Next, retellings are adaptations or reinterpretations of existing stories, reshaping characters, themes, and settings to explore different cultural or social contexts. This means that retellings change or adapt original tales into something new. They can alter who the characters are, what the main ideas are, and where the story takes place. And here in this point we see to explore different culture or social contexts. This means the changes help examine how stories reflect various societies and their beliefs. Next, comparative literature examines retellings critically, highlighting how variations reflect the values and beliefs of different societies. This means that scholars study these retellings very carefully and thoroughly, and they show how differences in stories express what various cultures value and believe. Transforming a story to fit a different cultural context can reveal underlying values. So, changing a story for a new culture can show the values that culture holds. Here is one example of a text which is titled as Yajna Seni, which focuses on describing about Draupadi's perspectives, emphasizing female agency in an epic traditionally centered on male heroes. So this book, Yajna Seni, tells the story through Draupadi's eyes, and it highlights women's power in a tale usually about male characters. Then another example, The Palace of Illusions by Chitra Banerjee Divakaruni reimagines the Mahabharata from Draupadi's viewpoint, integrating modern feminist thought, offering a new lens on ancient narratives. This means that this is another work which retells the Mahabharata, focusing on Draupadi's thoughts, and this version includes ideas from today's feminist movement, and it provides a sort of fresh perspective on old stories. Here in next point we see retellings explore characters' motivations deeply. This means new versions of stories delve into why characters act the way they do. And in Yajna Seni, Draupadi is portrayed with complex, conflicting emotions, whereas the original narrative presents her more as an object of male desire and conflict. What we see here in this point is, in Yajna Seni, Draupadi has deep and mixed feelings, and the original story shows her mainly as something men want or fight over. Then, in Andha Yug, written by Dharamveer Bharti, presents characters in a post-colonial context, adding layers of existential despair and moral ambiguity differing from their original representations in the Mahabharata. So this play Andha Yug shows characters in a time after colonial rule, and it introduces themes of deep sadness about existence and unclear moral choices, and this perspective is different from how characters are shown in the Mahabharata. Now in next point we see retellings allow for thematic expansion of original narratives. This means new versions of stories can add more themes and ideas to the original tales. For example, The Palace of Illusions delves into themes of love, loss and destiny, portraying Draupadi's inner life, which is overlooked in traditional tellings. This means this work, The Palace of Illusions, explores themes like love, sadness, and fate, and it shows Draupadi's feelings and thoughts which are often ignored in older versions. Andha Yug emphasizes futility of war and the moral dilemmas faced by characters, shifting the focus from heroism to the harsh realities of conflict. This means this play Andha Yug highlights how pointless war is and the tough choices characters must make. It changes the focus from heroism to the difficult truths about war and its effects. Gender roles are re-evaluated in retellings. This means new versions of stories examine and question traditional gender roles. Yajna Seni critiques the patriarchal structures of the Mahabharata by focusing on Draupadi's voice and her struggles against societal norms. What we see in this point is this book Yajna Seni criticizes the male dominated systems found in the Mahabharata. It emphasizes Draupadi's perspective and her fight against social expectations. Then in next point we see the Palace of Illusions. The narrative amplifies Draupadi's agency, allowing her to express her desires and frustrations, which contrasts traditional gender expectations. So, in the Palace of Illusions, Draupadi's power and independence are highlighted. She is given a voice to share her wants and feelings, and this challenges the usual ideas about how women should behave in society. And here we see retellings can challenge philosophical ideas. This means new versions of stories can question and rethink deep philosophical concepts. Andha Yug conveys disillusionment with ideals of heroism, presenting characters who question the morality of their actions in the aftermath of war. So, this play Andha Yug expresses disappointment in traditional ideas of being a hero, and it shows characters who doubt whether their actions were right after the war. The original epic's glorification of heroism is nuanced, depicting moral uncertainty among characters, which resonates with contemporary existential themes. What this means is that the original story shows heroism in a complicated way rather than just celebrating it. It portrays characters who are unsure about what is right or wrong. This uncertainty connects with modern themes about existence and meaning in life. Symbols within stories gain new meanings in retellings. This means in new versions of stories, symbols can take on different interpretations. In Yajna Seni, the fire represents both destruction and purification, reflecting Draupadi's personal journey. So in Yajna Seni, this fire symbolizes both harmful effects and cleansing renewal. And this dual symbolism mirrors Draupadi's experiences and growth. The Palace of Illusions uses the palace itself as a symbol of illusion and entrapment, highlighting the transient nature of power and beauty. This means this particular text where palace symbolizes false appearances and feeling trapped in it, and this emphasizes how power and beauty are temporary and can easily fade away. Now here we see retellings, reconfigured narrative structures. This means new versions of stories change how the plot is organized. Yajna Seni employs a non-linear structure, allowing readers to experience Draupadi's memories and emotions fluidly. This means that Yajna Seni uses a story format that doesn't follow a straight timeline, and here we also get to see that this sort of text or this approach helps readers feel Draupadi's emotions and memories in a free-flowing way. Then, Andha Yug utilizes a stark, fragmented style to mirror the chaos and disarray left in the wake of destruction, diverging from the more cohesive storytelling of the original epic. So, Andha Yug uses a sharp and broken storytelling style. This style reflects the confusion and disorder caused by destruction. It is different from the more unified and orderly storytelling in the original epic. Comparative literature reveals misunderstandings that occur in retellings. So, studying different versions of stories can show how misunderstandings happen. For example, Western adaptations of Mahabharata themes sometimes miss the nuances of Dharma, presenting it through a simplified lens. So, in Western adaptations of Mahabharata, the complexities of dharma or duty can be overlooked and they portray dharma in a more simpler way which lacks depth. Recognizing these misinterpretation fosters deeper intercultural dialogue and encouraging a more nuanced understanding of the original text. So, acknowledging these misunderstandings helps encourage discussions between cultures. This awareness promotes a better and more detailed understanding of the original stories. What we see here in this point is retellings reflect the historical context of their creation. This means new versions of stories show the historical times in which they were made. Yajna Seni rooted in post-independence India. This means Yajna Seni is set in India after gaining independence, engages with contemporary socio-political issues impacting gender and identity. So it addresses modern social and political issues related to gender and identity. The Palace of Illusions evoke modern Indian society struggles with tradition and modernity. So this means that this sort of text reflects the conflicts between traditional values and modern life in India today. And juxtaposing ancient context with contemporary realities means it compares ancient themes with current situations, highlighting contrast between the two. Now here we see the language and stylistic choices in retellings can alter perceptions. So the words and styles used in new versions of stories can change how people view them. And the poetic richness of Yajna Seni contrasts with the more straightforward narrative of traditional texts, making it accessible to modern readers. This means Yajna Seni uses rich poetic language unlike the simpler storytelling of traditional texts. This poetic style makes the story easier for contemporary readers to connect with it. Andha Yug employs stark, evocative language to encapsulate the tragedy of war, shifting from epic wars to more modern tragic realist approach. So Andha Yug uses strong and expressive language to convey the horrors of war, and it moves away from grand heroic poetry to a more realistic and tragic style. Psychological exploration is heightened in retellings. This means new versions of stories delve deeper into characters' mental and emotional state, and Yajna Seni navigates Draupadi's trauma and desires, allowing readers insight into her psyche beyond mere actions. This means that Yajna Seni explores Draupadi's emotional pain and wishes. This approach gives readers a deeper understanding of her thoughts and feelings, not just only it include her actions. And also we see the Palace of Illusion similarly focuses on Draupadi's internal conflicts, reframing her external circumstances as a reflection of her complex inner world. This means the Palace of Illusions also looks at Draupadi's personal struggles and emotions. It presents her life situations as representations of her complicated internal experiences. Here we see retellings question moral absolutes. This means new versions of stories challenge the idea of clear, right and wrong. Andha Yug showcases the characters who grapple with their decisions, morality, presenting a departure from the black and white morality often found in epics. This means Andha Yug features characters who struggle with the morality of their choices. This differs from traditional epics, which usually have clear-cut distinctions between good and evil. This invites readers to reflect on contemporary ethical dilemmas reminiscent of those faced by the characters in the Mahabharata. This means this approach encourages readers to think about current moral challenges, and also we see these dilemmas are similar to the moral issues experienced by characters in the Mahabharata. Now here we see engaging with multiple texts enriches appreciation of retellings. This means reading different versions of stories enhances our understanding and enjoyment of new retellings. Yajna Seni references various interpretations of Draupadi's story, creating a dialogue between texts. This means that Yajna Seni includes different viewpoints and versions of Draupadi's narrative, and this creates a conversation among various texts linking them together. The Palace of Illusions situates itself within the broader narrative of the Mahabharata while also drawing from modern literature, highlighting its intertextuality. So, this particular text connects its story to the larger context of the Mahabharata, and it also references contemporary literature, showing how it relates to other texts as well. Now here we see reader responses to retellings can vary greatly. This means different readers have various reactions to retold stories. Yajna Seni has garnered acclaim for its feminist perspective, while The Palace of Illusion appeals to those interested in gender narratives and emotional depth. This means Yajna Seni's praise for its focus on women's issues and empowerment, whereas The Palace of Illusions attracts readers who appreciate gender related stories and deep emotional exploration. Andha Yug resonates with readers focused on existential themes and the human condition, showcasing the diverse interpretations within comparative literature. So, Andha Yug speaks to those who are interested in life's meaning and human experiences. This highlights the variety of understandings and perspectives in the study of literature across different walks. Then with this video lecture ends here. Hope this video lecture will help you in your exams. Thank you.